Good morning, Cooking with Sue here today. I thought I would make some breakfast and I figure I will show you guys my pancake shaker bottle. It has measurements right on it so that this is all you need to take when you go camping this summer. So you don't need your mixing bowls, your measuring spoons, your beater, your mixer, all that kind of stuff. It can all be done right in here, and you can do 6 or 12 pancakes depending upon how many you're feeding for your family. So you're just going to open it up and you're going to follow the measurements and layer the ingredients as per the side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little milk into the first line because I'm only going to do the 6. And then it says to add flour to the next line, and my flour container is really, really big, so I measured that out. Then it's a pinch of salt, and you all know that I cook with the Himalayan pink salt in our grinders, and I buy it as well because if you end up sick, you definitely want the sea salt because it'll keep electrolytes in your system so they don't get dehydrated. So next, you want to use the cap to the container, and that is going to measure your baking powder and your sugar. So for the 6 pancakes, it's just 1 scoop of the baking powder and 2 scoops of sugar. And I like cinnamon in my pancakes, so I'm just going to put a little bit of cinnamon in there as well. And then you're going to add an egg. And you know that you're supposed to crack your eggs into a separate container before you add them into your cooking because you sometimes can get a shell. And shells attract shells. So if you do get a shell in your bowl, just take a piece of the shell and go in and scoop it out with the shell, not your finger, and it'll work way better. So then you're just going to go ahead and stick that in there. You're going to put the cover on it. Put the cap on it. You definitely want to hold the cap because as the baking powder activates, it starts to puff up and you don't want it to explode. Had that accident happen one time. And I'm using our non-stick 12-inch skillet here, and this is the new coating that has no PFOAs in it, so none of the bad stuff that's in Teflon. It also has, if you can see here, no rivets on the edge. So if you're cooking on the smaller one and you have like an omelet or something like that, you don't have to worry about scraping it. It also has these amazing detachable handles here so that you can stick this in your cabinet and stack all of them together, and you're not going to have any issues with not having enough space for your pots and pans. So you can tell by the size of this how long this is to fit into your cabinet, right? So often you stick this in and it takes up the whole drawer. Well, the reason that you can detach the handle is that now I can get a stock pot off the edge there. Now, you saw me using the kitchen spritzer. There's a little line right here. Don't overfill the line. You need to pump your own air in. There's no chemicals at all, but you have to burp it when you're done so that it doesn't clog. So you heat your pan up. I'm not sure if you guys know, but you're supposed to, when you put your pancakes in, you're supposed to turn them when the bubbles burst. So you want to let them bubble, and then you want them to burst before you flip your pancake, and then you're going to get the perfect golden brown pancake. So while that's cooking, I'm going to put that stuff aside. Now, if you're watching this for one of my virtual Facebook parties, I want you to look up what this thing is on my website and private message me for bonus tickets. So we are going to take my salad and berry spinner, and I put a bunch of strawberries in here to rinse. So you know that you're supposed to rinse your strawberries, like soak them for just a couple seconds, you know, maybe a minute or so, to let all the dirt that is in the seeds come out. And then we're just going to dump this. And then we're going to spin it. Now you'll see that there's a salad spinner bowl in the bottom, which is bigger. And that is so that your lettuce can spin it like, I don't know, 30 miles an hour or something crazy like that. But you don't want your berries spinning in that fast, so they make the smaller bowl on the inside so that that won't happen. So we're just going to spin it a few times, and then there's a break button. A lot of people don't know that that's a break, so that'll stop it and it'll shoot the shoot the water off to the side. So we're gonna do that. I should have showed you the water. It's pretty gross if you don't soak your berries. Then you're gonna use your core and more. See this cute little thing? It's got a little edge, and then it's got a this melon balls for you. Oh, time to flip. Get my spatula. Whoop, hit the edge. All right, so you're going to use your core and more, and you're going to use the edge of this, and you're just going to take the tops right off your strawberries. And you'll notice that you're not losing any of your strawberry. You're just taking the tip top off. This is also perfect for the eyes of potatoes. It's great for doing squash, if you're trying to seed out your squash. Maybe you're going to use it for a pumpkin in the fall. And then the other side is a melon baller. And I've got a great recipe, and again, you want more bonus points, message me this, for twice baked potato bites, which uses the small red potatoes, and you use this core and more. You use the core part, and you take out part of the potato, and then we stuff it. Oh my gosh, it's got bacon and cheese and cream cheese. It's just delicious. So my pancakes are almost done, so I better hustle up here. So, manual food processor, fabulous tool, has 3 blades that spin around, and you can decide how chunky or how coarse you want your strawberries to be. I do tuna fish, salsa, guacamole, pesto, you name it. And so I'm just going to chop that up, and I'm going to put this on top of my pancakes. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful breakfast. Post a picture below, or a GIF, that would be even funnier, of what you had for breakfast. Coffee, maybe you went through the drive-thru and got an egg sandwich, but post a GIF as to what you all had this morning. Nice to join with you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and that you request to be part of my VIP customer Facebook page called Cooking with Sue Moulton, Pampered Chef.